that are hitting the planet now with this Lion Gate that's opening up.
Yes. I am helping Kate visualize this Lion's Gate portal. She is seeing it is a portal. It is not a perfect circle. It is almost star-shaped with about 5 points that extend outwards towards Earth. And it is connected to the galactic center. And it is not necessarily that this portal has opened, but it is rather that Earth is coming into alignment with this portal, and as such, it will become in more direct receipt of the energies that flow through this portal. This portal acts as an amplifier of energies that are being emitted from the galactic center. It is much like a shortcut, a wormhole, direct to Earth. And as this energy communes and blends with the energy on Earth, at first it is felt much like a jolt or a shock, where in some instances individuals seem to go into a state of heightened confusion. As Kate would say, there is a berserk energy, an erratic behavior that comes about them. And then it slowly settles. The energy is accepted by the people. It is no longer a matter of resisting it, but it is blanketed throughout their field. And the long-term overwhelming feeling is one of deep soothing. We are seeing this energy as deeply cleansing. We are showing Kate a visual of an individual's trauma and negativity slowly being swept out and cleansed as this energy moves through them and through their field. But like much new energy, there is a time of resistance, and that resistance triggers erratic, inexplicable behavior and triggers until it can be absorbed. And once it does its magic, it is highly potent and powerful. And ultimately, as these individuals clear their trauma, their vibration is raised, and their vibration becomes more aligned with the energy that continues to flow through this Lion's Gate portal. And as such, they become more receptive to the energy. And as they become more receptive to the incoming positive energy, there is a positive feedback cycle that is instigated, whereby one's vibration continues to heighten and raise. And so this is, as you would say, a speeding up, an amping up of one's vibration, all in preparation for ascension.
And is there anything that people can do to make this transition easier on themselves?
Yes. You are going to chuckle, but we will once again say meditation, but let us take this time to specify how and when. The initial period of resistance that many individuals feel when the Lion's Gate energy flows through, this resistance can be lessened through meditation. That is the time when one must meditate and allow the energy to flow through them. They must at that moment in time become aware of the triggers that are surfacing and the traumas that need to be released. And as a result of focusing upon this, they are allowing this energy to do its work more quickly and more easily. And so instead of perhaps hours, days, or weeks of resistance, this will be greatly shortened and lessened. And the energy will, let us say, work its magic far, far more easily. There must be conscious allowing as opposed to conscious resistance. This is the key that we wish for all to remember.
As you were speaking, I was, I saw an image or a vision of sitting in meditation and imagining that my field is completely open and all this energy is pouring in and just it's moving right through my field, just like a fresh breeze.
Yes. And for someone as open and aware as yourself, that would be very effective. For someone who's perhaps more resistant, what we would advise is imagine a beautiful layer of water above your crown chakra. And as this energy flows through, it first hits the water where it is buffered and softened before the energy then transmutes through the water and into one's field. So imagine whether a beautiful pool of clear water over your crown chakra or an energetic force field that helps to absorb, buffer, and lessen the energy as it comes through so that it could be more slowly but fully absorbed by lessening the resistance. And we also wish to inform humanity of this. There will be many different kinds of energies. They will become more frequent. They will become more potent. They will be more strongly felt. Those who resist will have more adverse reactions, and as such, we are informing you of this so that we can prepare you and help you prepare for these energies. We wish for all of humanity to absorb these energies, to allow themselves to be helped and soothed, cleansed and cleared by these energies, for this is ultimately their purpose. They are here to assist, but so many resist, for it is a change on so many levels that many do not understand. And so this meditation that we have just informed you of will help lessen the resistance for the Lion's Gate energy, but as well as for future energies. For the less resistant you become and the more accepting you become, the smoother the future blasts of energy will become for all of you.
Yes, I have found that in the healing work that I do, that as I and my client work together to release trauma from their field, that the next time they're met with what used to trigger them, that energy just moves right through them. There's nothing for it to stick to.
That is correct. And so it is so important that individuals allow this energy to move through them, and in doing so, they must recognize the triggers. They must recognize all the emotions that they are feeling and honor them, whether they are negative or not. The negative ones must be recognized so that they can be healed and cleared. So some may be feeling fear, and in a future energy blast, they may be feeling confusion. And this does not mean that they are necessarily reacting negatively to the incoming energy. Quite to the contrary, it means that this energy is having the desired effect, for it is allowing the negative emotions to surface and in turn be released. So if you are adversely reacting to these energies, it is because they are having the desired effect at first. However, if you are unable to move through that negativity, then you must meditate and more consciously allow yourself to release the trauma, release the negative emotions, and ultimately you should feel soothed after every energy blast. It should become easier and easier, but it does not mean that there will never be a negative emotion experienced. Understand that they are being released in layers. Like all things, it is a phased and gradual approach.
And from what I've observed, these energy blasts that the Earth receives are usually in conjunction with astrological alignments. Is that how you see it, or is it different from that?
It is absolutely correct. We are focusing more specifically on the position of Earth vis-a-vis the galactic core or center. Nonetheless, as the Earth moves into greater alignment with the galactic core, of course, there is planetary movement and there are different alignments that are also exerting their energetic influence. And so one who looks at this through the astrological phase is looking at it more holistically. We are simply looking at the incoming energy that is directly impacting Earth. But yes, of course, it is all related to astrology and astronomy.
Thank you. Thank you for that clarification and guidance. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
We would simply like to say that with each, let us say, phase or blast of incoming energy, we are seeing smaller and smaller pockets of humanity resist them with the same fervor that they have in the past. And what this serves to indicate is that all in all, humanity is healing. That despite the fear and the confusion that many are experiencing as a result of COVID or the economy, the vibration of humanity is rising, and it will continue to do so. There is less resistance. There are fewer adverse reactions to the incoming energy, and that is because humanity is becoming more positively aligned. They are releasing their traumas, and they are healing in so many different ways, and we are so proud of all of you, we being not only members of the Galactic Federation of Light, but all your benevolent extraterrestrial star brothers and sisters who have been watching and supporting you. We are seeing an immense difference collectively, and it is beautiful. Do not for a moment be led astray by what you are seeing and hearing in your mainstream news. It's a facade, and it is not at all indicative of the true positive trend and movement that is taking place across the globe, everywhere. And we'd like to stress everywhere. No matter where the virus may seem to be wreaking havoc, there is a positive momentum. And this undercurrent is extremely powerful, and it is being noticed by all of your galactic friends. And so know that you are on the right path, and that there is much more light that is being emitted from Gaia and from humanity than yesterday, and compared to last week and from last year. It is a constant and continuous brightening. We wish that you could see it from our standpoint.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your love, for your appreciation, and for your guidance and suggestions and clarifications of ideas and concepts that we're desiring to understand more fully. It's greatly appreciated.
You are most welcome, and we are always happy to pass along our encouragement and the truth, more importantly. Blessings to all of you.
And blessings. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention to these important matters. For more information and the latest channelings or transcripts, please go to www.ascensioncalling.com.